JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB, make it get slapped. It's so rugged.
Brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California. Speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Damn, you talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like when y'all 12. You wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Gap is so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real. It's so rugged.
Cali, go closer. You like a lot of to the flipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and no. California, ill as pneumonia when we can fold you with that villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but the brains over the rover. They put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your Range Rover, you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya, because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
Black beans taking all that. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with that punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weed 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be the, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping. It's hot. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between these Road Warriors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Looking to throw right away. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Jaguars have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. He brings it in. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 26.
Right. Has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah! Here we go. 26.
Here's Dak. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Now it's York to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Ready, set.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Looking in the air here. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
They weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working now from the gun. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. You're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
18, Viking, 18. 7 Pirates. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Down the field. He's got Pierce. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Hauled down by Christian Izien.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down.
60 Maverick.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's on target to Pierce. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he is in. Touchdown. The Desperados reach pay dirt for the first time this game. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down. Here's Dak. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here we go.
Dak now from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Prescott here from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Wait. Wellington! Wellington!
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. The Jaguars into punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
First down and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
65, 65, Warriors 70.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Pass play now. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a new set of downs. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Cade, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Lean back motion's right. Throwing from the gun here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Sticking to the air here. That's McMillan with the catch out left. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Deputy! Viking 18!
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit.
Ready up!
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and in some. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
No gain for them there, setting up 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Here we go, here we go.
Spears. And he falls through the defense for a The Desperados take a second quarter lead. It's a Tyjae Spears touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. They run it from the gun with Wright. And they'll find him for a few. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Starts from the 44. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st down and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. One of the tight ends motioning to the left.
70.
Spears running behind center. He'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Blown back, it's the handoff. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Come on. Hey! Gotta be lying. Mustang 19.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Sends this to the end zone. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The Desperados take a 13-point lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados double their lead to 14. Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Wright running out of the gun. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. To throw, Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Throw here, third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Unlock line. Here we go. Ready.
On first down, they'll run. Spins out of one side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Desperados.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Setting up to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Desperados make it a 3-possession game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados stretch their lead to 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Dak to throw. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up second and 4 at the 26.
There's a give for Wright. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Completed over the middle. And he has it neatly in midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
12 more yards. That's another Jaguar.
First and 10, Prescott. Cut out left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to E.J. Ward. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing again, Prescott. He has the first over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Running behind center with White. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. Play action now for Prescott. He finds it beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, it's a push with the tight end. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
4-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Dak. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars chop some of the lead off before the half. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here. As you're laying there after taking that hit, are you asking your linemen? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. Is that roar. What is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Here we go.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw it here on first. Caught by the open man. He does it. Touchdown. The Desperados get more points to end a lopsided first half. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Desperados stretch their lead to 21.
Jaguars 14. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. He put everything he had into this one. That's complete inside the 35. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jaguars take. For first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Wait, take.
Here's a give inside to right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Prescott on first and 10. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
And this is brought to a stop at the 34-yard line there.
Jaguars first down.
Dak off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
It's his running back. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Prescott to throw once more. This one's caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time and right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
On now is York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready. Craft all 80. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Running right side by McMillan. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break across midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play.
Let's go now.
They'll run here on 1st down. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
60 Vikings.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
Can I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
That's on target to Pierce. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives him the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Ready.
Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Viking 18.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense to the line fast. It's a design run. Has room into the secondary. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Desperados stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Desperados stretch their lead to 21.
42. Jaguars 21. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yeah,
1st down, here's Dak. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Back to the air, Prescott. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Hey, kill! Here we go!
Prescott here from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Now it's Prescott again. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ready?
To the air now on 1st and 10. Running right side by Kincaid. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go! 60 Bison, 60.
2nd down, looking for options. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust.
And in he goes for the touchdown. The Desperados trying to end this before the final quarter. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time we see that throw, because I close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback. When you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary, there's some risk reward. And that time, well, there was no reward.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Dak now from the gun, taking a chance to the end zone. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Yeah! I got it. 20.
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. It's on target to Moore. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Jaguars football, and their playoff run is in jeopardy. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Now run with Wright. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down. Looking quickly here. From the gun is Prescott. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hey, we got to switch it up.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
On now is York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense to the line. Here we go. Carried by Spears to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2.
Come on. Hit! Gotta be lying! 76.
There's a dive up the middle. He dodged the tackle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hurry up! Here we go, set! 60 Eagles!
Throwing off the play fake. That is caught. Hits McMillan again. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, play action. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Oronde Gadsden the second. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Ready! Ready.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Ready, ready.
The design keeper. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Pushing him out of the backfield left. Takes the 2nd down snap. Jumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brings it in. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll try and punch it in. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Ready, ready.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Desperados keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
And it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah, very.
Dak off the play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Dak to the air here. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Desperados get the football with a very short field ahead. Just a little outside the 20.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready, set. Here we go, set. 70,
Kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Desperados continue piling it on here in the 4th. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Desperados grow their lead yet again.
63. Jaguars 28. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Play action, Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. A lot of space ahead. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Pick up there of 39 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, there's going to be more interceptions. As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the red zone on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Now here's Prescott. Throw is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Jalen Wright with a touchdown. Now this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Now he's York to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First down and 10. Their own 23-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on.
They're going to pass it here. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Timeout taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over after the return. He stopped at the 45.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And that final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there. This game is over. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on.
I give it all.